Hello guys, Mickey here, Hampshire Outdoors and Survival. So here I am on a very wet day. In fact, it's actually chucking it down. So I grabbed my camera, grabbed my kit, and I'm going out for a little walk. So again, I'm doing my little walk, doing my route. So what have I got with me today? What am I carrying in the pack today? What have I deemed necessary to have with me? Well, I've got a jacket on. It's not waterproof, showerproof, I suppose. Windproof is the main thing. I'm wearing shorts again because it's not that cold. It's 15 degrees. And one of the things I find with shorts is my legs will get wet, but they'll dry off quickly in the car, which is a bit of a bonus. But in the pack's light today. It's a poncho just in case it gets really severe or I need it. There's the emergency blanket, the orange one, just in case I come across casualty or get a problem myself. Bottle of water, 500 mils of water, a couple of munchies, first aid kit, hypothermia blanket. That's about it. That's about all I'm carrying, plus batteries, camera. So here we are. Nice walk in the rainy woods. So we'll have a bimble through, see what we can find today. Light's not going to be particularly good, but we will see how it goes. The boots I'm wearing today are the Merrells, so I'm out trying them out, see how I get on with them. Get a feel for them. I'm breaking them in slowly. So again, it's about comfort. So it's bed them in, break them in, get my feet used to them, and away we go. So off on my walk. Find anything interesting, I'll bring you back and show you. Mickey out. So we're walking along. What we found here, blackberries. Now, end of August, so your blackberries are what they used to call in the old days devil's bait. Mostly towards the end of August they get really sweet, start to go over, and they used to call them devil's bait then because they were so nice. And they can also, insects start to get onto them at that point. So yeah, I suppose they can start going bad. They can also start producing alcohol. And as we're bimbling along here, again, as I said the other day, got the rowan tree there with its berries, and they're nice bright orange. Make rowan jelly from these, make sauces, you can cook them down. They preserve really well, full of vitamin C. However, don't eat them raw, it'll upset you, make you ill. But again, it's one of those in the woodlands like this where we got lots of rowans. In a survival situation, I would probably be packing them out. Yeah, you can do lots with them. It's something that can be added to the diet, change flavours, improve things. So again, with a lot of the wild foods, not all of them are the most tasty. Okay, things like blackberry are nice because you get plenty of sugar, but some of the others can be a bit bland, or they can be a bit mediocre. So you have to play with it and adjust it. Things like bramble leaf tea, it's not strong. You know, if you're drinking that, don't expect it to taste like your cup of Tetley. It's not going to. However, the idea is it flavours that hot water, makes it a bit more pleasant and a bit more palatable. Yeah, go see what else we can find. So as we're bumbling along here, have thistle. As you can see, you can identify the thistle by its spiny leaves. Now, if you take the stem of a thistle, lovely example there. Okay, so you can peel the spiky bits off of that, take them back, and you can eat the stem. You can eat the leaves if you spend the time peeling the spines off them. What does that remind me of? A bit like celery, really. Got a lot of moisture in it. And again, as a food stuff, again, sometimes it's not necessarily about it tasting brilliant, but actually getting something in your stomach for your stomach to work on and scrape what few calories that are in that item out to keep you going. I'd rather have 1 calorie than no calories. So again, you have to sometimes think along that lines, even in a survival situation. So to make what you need, you might find yourself eating more. Along here, because we've got the lake, we've got things like the reeds and the bulrushes. Now bulrushes, again, take the roots of the bulrush, and that is a fantastic amount of starch in that. So if I was subsisting or surviving here, again, that would probably be one of my go-tos. That's how I'd replace my potatoes and so forth, would be bulrush roots. And again, quite sustainable. They grow really fast, they grow quite aggressively, they're easy to prepare. At the end of the day, you can roast the whole thing in the fire and then peel the flesh off, or if you want to spend the time, you can wash it, peel it with a knife, cut it into chunks, put it in a stew, roast it, whatever you want. It'll keep you going. Train. So this stretch here, we've got the railway line, the London to Portsmouth, and then it gets down to Basingstoke, splits into the West Country line. So again, resources are all around you. I don't know them all. I'm not an expert, never claimed to be an expert, but I know what I know, and I've gathered the stuff that's local to me. A bit of hazel there. Yeah, gather what's local to me. So again, using things like acorns. On here, they're a bit past their best actually. That's a dog rose. So the rose hips there. If I take one of those off and open it, oh, he says, pinging out his finger. Take one of those off of there. Take the old Swiss Army penknife out. Okay, and open that up. So in here you can see these seeds, and these seeds are what we used to comically call as kids itching powder. These seeds here. So if you take those seeds out and then scrape the husk to get all the fine hairs out, you can then cook these down. You can make a syrup for them. They contain a lot of sugar and again a lot of vitamin C. So rose hips, good go-to, well worth knowing. Don't confuse it with other red berries, and make sure your don't confuse it with other berries. Make sure your identification is spot on. You really got to make sure with berries, you make sure you are eating what you know you are eating. A lot of toxic fruits out there. There you go. Ducks are all cleared up. No, one duck. All the coots are out there. But that's because coots are slightly crazy. Anybody that knows there are more hens than coots knows that the average coot is what we would call in the countryside doolally. Bit of a crazy bird. They're going to follow me. I'll keep moving because otherwise they think I've got something for them, which is a bit unfair on them. There's a paddle halfway across the lake to find out that humans got nothing. Eggs one I don't recognise, but any of you on your travels, if you can identify that for me, I would be most grateful. I'd love to know what it is. So it grows to be about 3-4 foot tall. It's growing on the edge of a lake. But that flower, absolutely stunning. Beautiful flower, absolutely beautiful. And right next to it here, you see this flower, and you see the plant, you see the leaves. Okay, so leaves are that shape. Now this is an easy one to identify. It's an easy one to check on, because you take the leaf and crush the leaf and smell it. It's mint. Yep, wild mint. So we like a bit of wild mint. Now that can improve the flavour of most things. There we go. Chestnut. contains saponins. You can take the leaves from that, rub them in your hands so they form a green paste. Use that paste and you can use that to clean your hands, wash your hands. Works very, very well. I might find one later on and actually do a bit of that. Yeah, so all the chestnuts work for that, sweet and horse. Horse chestnut is better, but sweet chestnuts will do the same. More blackberries. More blackberries. There we go. There we go, it's one that's quite common in the UK. You can see the fruit there. See the shape of the leaf and the fruit. So, water on my lens. So that, ladies and gentlemen, is a sloe berry. Okay, fruit of the blackthorn. Astringent is what I would say. Oh, let your mouth do that. Okay, can be cooked down, have sugars added to it, can make quite a nice resource. Growing right next to it is a better example of the rose hips, and again, rose hips. It's the rose, okay, those are the hips, those are the fruit. So the blackthorn, I'm trying to find a reasonable low example to show you. So blackthorns go like that. They are exactly as I say, thorn tree. Okay. Often mistaken for hawthorn, and hawthorn, I think we've got a little example of a hawthorn along there actually. Hawthorns grow with this shaped leaf. So there you go, there's your hawthorns. That's a young hawthorn. And the hawthorn itself, that also has a red berry. Now that red berry, again, is a wild edible. It is a food source. Okay, we'll find an example in a minute. I should demonstrate to you. So you have sloes from the blackthorn, haws from the hawthorn. Sloes this time of year, people will be collecting them and harvesting them. And what they'll then do is put them in the freezer in a bag and then chuck them into a bottle of gin with a bit of sugar. And yeah, sloe gin. Very, very nice on Christmas Day, or Boxing Day even. Mallards, they're quite happy down there. Oh, a moorhen. Let's see if I got that right over. That's a moorhen, little white tuft on his tail, little red splash on his beak. Okay, so again, as I said the other day, I might be the wrong way around, you can correct me if I am, but your coots and your moorhens, coots have a white face, moorhens have a red face. So onward and upward. And we have another edible. Okay, so this is an edible that needs to be treated with respect. Has to be taken carefully. Okay, it's late in the season now, so a lot of them are going, but it's elder. So these are elderberries. Now you can see the stems that the berries are on. They are toxic. You actually want to take the berries off, and they do come off quite easily, like that. So that gives you the berries. Not my favourite. Let's have a look at the leaf. That's the leaf. They grow out on these umbrals. I think it's an umbral, because I don't know if it's the right terminology for it, but they grow out on these stems in clumps on the ends of the branches, like that. Now, thing to be aware of with elderberries and the elder, the stems are toxic, the leaves are toxic, the branches are toxic, the fruit, when it's green or red, is toxic. The flower makes a very nice cordial wine, and I'm pretty sure all of you will have come across elderflower wine. Now, don't expect the berries to taste like the wine. They don't. Not my favourite. But they are a source of sugar if you need it. Then we have rose bay willow herb. There you go. Again, an ancient friend. Lots of recipes for using that all throughout history. Great plant to have. Surrounded by brambles and nettles, and I'm not even going to show you a bramble and a nettle, or I will. Bramble tips. Okay, these nice new tips right on the end there. Just take the one off, leave those. Nice, nutty flavour. Keep me going. A little bit of tartness to it. Ooh, nearly went, and if I had gone and I'd hurt myself, we've got a goat willow there. Another one there. So, if I'd hurt myself, I could take the bark of the goat willow, or even the leaf if I had to. Let's get out where the light is. Take the bark or the leaf, chew on that, and yeah, I'd have got pain relief from that. Okay, so all the resources really are out here for you. It's just a matter of learning them. And as I said, I'm no expert. There's a lot of things I'm walking past and I'm going, that's interesting, that's interesting, that's interesting. Okay, yeah, it's interesting. So I don't touch them, don't take them unless I know positively what they are. There's enough resources out here for me to look after myself if I had to. I don't take risks. I might come out with my book, forget dry day, have a slow wander around, have a look at some of those and say, what is it? Get a positive ident on it, go away, do my research. Don't just get a positive ident, go, oh yeah, that's edible, sling it in your mouth and eat it. Go away and find out about it, because some things that are listed as edible are also emetics. They can cause a reaction with other things, need to be cooked in a lot of cases. And I start to tell people a lot of your wild edibles, really you want to cook them, softens them, improves the flavour, make a stew. God, look at that for a nettle. How about that for a nettle leaf? That's the size of my hand. Ooh, that's a nettle and a half. You'd know about that one. Right, soon find you some hawthorns. I came around here the other day. I did notice in one place there were some haws that were just coming onto ripe. So we'll soon find them. Sound of the rain through the trees is nice as well. I've not got the media mod on today, purely simply because with the media mod on, the GoPro isn't waterproof. I didn't want to knack on the waterproof of my GoPro. There we go. Recognised that from a minute ago. Elderflower. Now that's a young elderflower. This is an older elder. And you see the bark here, it's almost cork-like, quite soft. That's one of the main identifying features. The other thing is, oh, that's handy, the branches are hollow with this white pith in the centre, very soft. Okay, so again, used to get used to making pipes and all sorts of pipe stems and that. You can take that out, you can use that as a fire lighting aid. Elder does burn quite fast and quite quickly because it's a very light wood, and in actual fact I have been told by somebody that is probably my best go-to in the UK for a hearth board for a bow drill. Not yet, I haven't tried it yet. I will do when I can find one that's right for me to go to. So magpie. I've not got my hearing aids in, so I'm not hearing things, and I heard what I thought was a push bike skidding. Made me jump. It wasn't, it was actually a magpie up in the tree. Oh dear. Such is life. Yeah, he just stood there. Picture of contentment. That's keeping the old flies off, isn't it? Hey? They're keeping the old flies off you. It's a bit better, a bit more comfy. Yeah, don't like being hot, dear. Cattle don't. No. Nom, 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 nom. You know, Mick, I'm rather comfortable here, stood under this oak tree with this nice refreshing dribble of water running across me, unlike yesterday where I was cooking. Yeah, a picture of contentment. It's beautiful. Hey, aren't you beautiful? Oh, made me jump. Oh, that's all right. That's all right. Did you make me jump, you bugger? What? Throw the stick?
No.
No, I'm not going to throw your stick, because then you'll be there all day. Not a problem. That'll teach me. Keep your eyes open. No, it's the idiot talking to himself. Oh, that was funny. Oh dear, that was hilarious. Dogs have got a sense of humour. That one sneaked right up behind me and went woof. God, nearly cleared that 5-bar gate. There you go, starting lap 2. So we're off on lap 2 now. That'll make her a 5. So, happy with that. Stunning oak tree over there. Look at that. Oh, do like a good walk. Yeah. Starting to get a few other people out in the woods. It's the woods. It's not my woods. I don't own it. Other people welcome to use it. You know, just smile politely, wave them on by. Be nice. It's a hard enough world as it is without being a miserable git. So that's how I deal with it. I love to see the dogs and the owners and their interactions. Probably because I'm a dog person. But again, it's just that pleasure in seeing somebody else enjoy things, isn't it? There's a little link. You enjoy your walking, you enjoy being out in an environment like this. So the other people that are out here do as well. And there's a bit of a link, a bit of a hiya, great day, lovely day. Yeah. So again, share it. Don't be one of the miserable gits that always moans about other people being out there enjoying it as well. Because remember, negativity breeds negativity, and then they'll just be negative of you. Spread the positivity and things are better. Happy. Oh, happy day. Oh, happy day. So why is Mickey singing? Mickey's singing because Mickey has found a crabapple tree. Look at that little beauty. Oh yeah, oh look at you. Oh, crab apples. Now if anybody out there makes jam, oh look at that. Oh, is it a crab apple? Oh, so find it. Oh dear, it fell off in my hand. Oh. No, it's not a crab. It's not a crab apple. It's a cooking apple. Oh, that's got a sharpness to it and a sugariness. So you could take that, take my pot, dozen of those, drop of water, bit of heat, gentle steam. Food of the gods. All the sugars would come out and it would lose its sharpness, or lose some of its sharpness. Yeah. Thank you, nature. So, what I will do, I shall walk down a bit further. Not such good soil there. Find it a spot. perfect, perfect. So somewhere not too many people tread. Water. And I know, I can hear the gardeners amongst you going, it doesn't work like that, Mickey. Well, I'm hoping it does. Apples fall from trees and make other apple trees. So it's about 150 metres from the last one. So, maybe, if we're lucky, 20 years from now, another apple tree there. Yeah! Happy, happy day. Oh, do you know what? I'm so happy, I'm going to do a second lap. I certainly am. And I'm going to do it in a brisk manner. Yes, happy, happy day. It's funny how it lifts your spirit, lifts your soul. Really does make you feel better. Oh. Breathe it in. Breathe it out. Breathe it in. Breathe it out. Oh. Happy, happy. Little victories. Apple tree. Wonder how many other people know that's there. Right on the edge of the path. Happy day. Oh, blackberries. Oh, apples. Oh, 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 dessert to the gods. Why should foraging and survival be difficult? It's not. It's not all about wiping your bum on a stinging nettle, you know. It's about finding the pleasures. Oh. Beech tree. Silver bark, grey bark, beech leaves. The young beech leaves are edible. This time of year can be a bit bitter. So again, wouldn't advise it. They're best in the spring, right at the beginning of spring, when they're like real emerald green. But if you had nothing else, yeah, it would be better than nout. But really, truthfully, I mean, why would you be hungry? Yeah, and I think that's the difference, isn't it? When we look at today's world, modern world. So we talk about being hungry today. Do we truly mean hunger? Do we truly mean I have to eat something? I must put something inside me. I'm in pain. My body is starting to break down because I'm starving. No, I don't think we do. Or in those very few rare cases, you know, they'll understand it's extremely painful. I have, as I've said before, I have been in a starvation situation myself. I know what that feels like. I know what it feels like when the body starts eating itself. It's not nice. You lose everything. You lose your will, you lose your energy, ability to think straight, process things properly and sensibly. All goes by the by. Where your body's just literally trying to scrape every ounce of energy it can and save it. So that taught me that lesson, that anything in a survival situation that will put a calorie into you, even a single calorie, will help, as long as you're not expending more calories getting it than you're putting in. So if you can just reach out and take that blackberry off the bush, the sugar and the energy in that, if you can just scrape together those couple of acorns, leach them, roast them, you know, it's all what you got to do. Ooh, there you go. More food. Okay. Bit early yet. So these are sweet chestnuts. Yeah, so conkers have thick spines on them. Sweet chestnuts have these fine spines on them. Sweet chestnuts are edible. You can take those raw. Morning, ducks. Always be polite and friendly to the ducks. Ooh. Fay trap. So it stopped when I said fay trap. Those you know your mythology and your fairy lore. That was a fay trap. Okay, when I noticed it, recognised it for what it was, and announced it for what it was, it stopped. Always tread carefully with the fay. Whew. Oh, we know it. No. So here we are, we're out in the woodland, and we're looking for haws. No, I didn't say horse, I didn't say pony. Haws. H-A-W-S. Hawthorn. The fruit of the hawthorn tree. So, here we go, and it's not the best example. There we go. So we have the leaves. Likes to grow in hedgerows, but where it can, grows to a tree about 25 to 30 metres tall. Likes to bush out. Okay, there's the leaf. The leaf can be used to make a tea, and the haw, the fruit, this little red berry here. Now, this little red berry here is one of my favourites. If you put the berry in your mouth, very carefully, remove the pip, and spit the pip away from the tree, spreading it, there you have a nice little source of energy. Doesn't have an intense flavour, so it's quite ready to eat, quite easy to eat. Don't swallow the pips. In actual fact, I suggest you actually extract the pips in a more sensible manner, but it's just the way I've always done it. I was taught to forage those as a kid. That was my nan. You know, you hungry? Right, have a couple of them. And at the right time of year, it's a very ready source of calories. Yeah, there we go. Haws from the hawthorn tree. Sloes from the blackthorn tree. Oh, it's all getting dark. Now into the shadier bit of the woodland. Yeah, so I'm probably gonna exit that there and actually get my head down, do some serious walking. This is a little bit damp. Chris, I can let you know, these Merrill boots, mate, are waterproof. My feet are dry and they're comfortable. So yeah, thus far, bloody good. Right, catch you later, guys. So there we have it, guys. A walk in the woods or a walk round the lake. Just not purposely hunting for anything. I'm just literally, as I'm going along, browsing and seeing what I can find. Foraging. Okay, so please do not take anything you've seen today as it's, you know what you're doing now, because foraging takes time and experience. You've got to learn to recognise every plant 100%. Please do not put anything in your mouth if you cannot 100% identify it. Now, where do you start with this? Well, you can either go on a dedicated course with somebody who's a botanist, somebody who has studied this art for years and years and years and genuinely knows what they're talking about. And if you do, take notes. Right, gather that information. Don't think, oh yeah, I think it's that because 6 months ago somebody showed me one. Please don't, and don't trust what you see on the internet. Okay, even with my video, because it's so easy to misidentify things. And again, as I've said before, I do not know everything. I'm not an expert forager. I've learned enough over the years from people like my grandmother and from other people to be able to keep myself going. And there's still a world for me to learn. Now, a couple of books I can recommend to you are these. Okay, Knowledge to Forage. Okay, these guys are absolutely fantastic. They really know what they're doing. They produce their own books themselves. These aren't through a publisher. They've actually gone out and written these books themselves. And if you're looking for one to actually carry with you when you're out walking, I suggest that one. Okay, that is absolutely brilliant. You can get it on Amazon, um, and that gives you a guide that runs through the time of the year, so you can actually look things up by the time of the year. Gives you a simple identification. Okay, gives you simple information so that you can check what you're picking and go from there. That one has a lot more of how to use them, how to process them, and other jobs you can do with them. Now, these guys also, if you want to go and have a look, this is a chap called Dane, and they also have a YouTube channel, and their YouTube channel is Home is Where Our Heart Is. Go over and have a look. Really, really do recommend it. If you're not going to go that route, you can go out and get things like the Collins Wild Food Guide and things like that. So there are many books out there, but again, 100% identify. Okay, that I can't reiterate that enough to people. Genuinely make sure you know 100% what you're looking at. Now, if you want to start with simple things like the nettle, learn to make nettle teas, add nettles to stews. Very similar to spinach. Doesn't have an incredible flavour, but you're not going to get that identification wrong. Brambles, again, it's another good go-to. Use the bramble tips. You already know your brambles because you know where you get your blackberries from. The leaves can make a tea. The tips can sustain you. Not a brilliant amount of calories in it, but again, if you're on a walk like that, I probably put a handful of calories into my body. Probably no more than I was actually burning, okay, at any one time. But it's good fun. It makes a walk interesting. And sometimes you find magical delights, like the apple tree. Okay? Find a bramble bush, spend 10, 15 minutes picking those brambles. Pick a couple of those apples, as I said. Cut the apples in half, throw them in a pot, drop the blackberries in with them, stew them down. Wonderful. The sloes, nice, right? Sloes that you add to things are very astringent, but they're great if you add them to things, okay? They can take the sweetness out of something, so if you put them with honey and things like that, they reduce that sweetness, that sickliness a little bit, and it improves their flavour. You may be lucky enough to find damsons. Damsons, again, wild plums are a form of wild plum. Very, very sweet this time of the year. Absolutely beautiful. But it's a matter of when you're walking, your eyes are going up and down. And that's the great thing about foraging. I notice so much more because my eyes are going up, they're going down. I'm looking for things rather than just staring down the path. And sometimes that's the beauty of a walk is teaching yourself to just open out that vision and take it all in. And then you'll start to notice more wildlife, you start to notice more plants, you start to notice more how the seasons are affecting things and changing. Makes a walk far more enjoyable. Anyhow, I could waffle on about that forever. Okay, wherever you are in this world, have a great day, have a great week. Yeah, enjoy yourselves. We're coming on to my favourite time of the year now, so we're starting to come on towards the end of summer and moving towards the beginning of fall. The colours are starting to change that a little bit. The fruits are out there. It's a fantastic time of the year. Anyhow, guys, be safe, have fun, get outdoors, have your adventures, rewild yourself. Love those you do, forgive those you don't, and as always, peace and light be upon you all. Mickey out.